Hello and welcome to Baking and Log. I'm Gunnar Larson, and today I'm joined by some very special guests, J.L. Johnson, Nathan Lamb, and Miranda Ricks. And today we're making some goodies for goodie bags for our FCA club. We're making these for Thursday when we meet because that's our first day of finals and it's our last meeting of the year. So we're going to make some goodie bags to give out to the kids to just help relieve some stress because finals are very stressful for a lot of people.
Yes, and FCA stands for Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So we meet on Thursdays and basically we come together, worship, talk about Jesus, and have donuts. So it's a really good time.
Yeah. If you're a student at Avon High School, you should definitely come. All right, so the ingredients that you need to make this are going to be
2 cups of powdered sugar, a cup of almond flour, 3 eggs at room temperature, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and blue food coloring.
Now that we have our ingredients, let's get started. The first thing that you're going to need to do is sift your powdered sugar and your almond flour. I'm going to take a spoon and just scoop some powdered sugar and we're going to put it in the sifter. So you're going to keep adding the powdered sugar and you're going to keep sifting. Now that you've sifted your powdered sugar, we're going to sift our almond flour.
After you've sifted both ingredients, you're going to take a whisk and then mix it together until they're well combined.
Alright, so now that this has been well combined, we're just going to set it aside and we're going to start mixing our eggs. Okay, so now we're going to separate our eggs. We only need the egg whites, so you're just going to use the jiggle method and separate your egg yolks from your egg whites. Alright, so due to some technical difficulties, we are using a new mixer. So we're going to beat the eggs
4 minutes.
for 4 minutes.
Starting the timer.
Make sure you beat these on medium speed. What are y'all doing for Christmas? Nathan?
Just having the grandparents over and my uncle. Just gonna eat some Christmas Eve dinner and open presents the next morning.
Nice.
That's what we do every year.
Yeah.
Family tradition. JL?
We go to my dad's side on Christmas Eve and celebrate with them, and then on Christmas Day we go to my mom's side. So
Nice.
tradition, like Nathan said.
Traditions. You got any traditions, Miranda?
This year we're just going to stay at home with my immediate family, and then my 2 grandparents are going to come over and celebrate with us.
Very nice. Nice.
What are you doing?
Yeah, Gunnar.
We are, every Christmas Eve, we get with the family and we watch Christmas Story right down in our TV room. And then Christmas Eve we open presents with jammies in them, so that'll be nice. And then Christmas jammies. I look forward to those. And then we also make Christmas cookies, which will be another episode on L.O.G. My little brother and little sister will be on there with me, and we'll be making our traditional family Christmas cookies. So I'm super excited about that. What'd you guys ask for Christmas?
The bolt-action 30-06 rifle. You know, Indiana allows 75 rifles. So.
For hunting?
Oh, yeah, it's the first year.
Sweet. I asked for a new radio for my car, so hopeful.
I asked for new soccer cleats, so I'll get some new cleats.
What Nike, Under
Yeah,
Armour?
definitely Nike for sure.
So I've been trying some of Nathan's pretzels, seeing if they were up to standard, and they are very good. So good job, Nathan.
Thanks.
Good job, Nathan. All right, so after 4 minutes, you're going to put your sugar in and mix for another 4 minutes. After the 8 minutes, your egg mixture should look like this. You're going to then add your salt, salty. And then with your food coloring, you can add food coloring if you want. You don't have to, but we are.
It's more fun if you do.
Yes, you can make lots of different colors. But with this, you want to add more food coloring than what you think you're going to need because it's going to, when it bakes, the color will turn a little bit lighter. So add some drops, and then you're just going to mix it for a little bit more. All right, so now that you have colored your egg mixture, we're going to start mixing our dry and our wet ingredients together. You're going to put in about 1/3 of this, but before we start, I'm going to tell you this. This is very tricky, okay? These, like I said before, these are complicated cookies. They like to be perfect, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take 1/3 of our dry mixture, put it in here, take our spatula, and you're just going to fold in the dry ingredients. Now, you don't want to mix them, okay? You want to fold them. You need about 50 to 60 folds to mix in all the ingredients. So we're going to do about 20 folds, with the first ingredients, then pour in some more, and then 20, and then pour in some more, and then 20. All right?
All about perfection.
Yes, these are tricky cookies, so about perfection.
Okay.
Go ahead and pour about a third. And we're just gonna fold 1, 2, 3. This could take a while. After 60 folds, we're just gonna take a scoop of this, and this is what it should look like. It should be thick, but also still flowing down off the spatula.
That's perfect.
Yep, that is how you know that you are in business. So now we are going to put this into a piping bag, and we're going to start putting them on the cookie sheets. So now we're going to take our batter that is in our piping bags, and what you're going to do is you're going to go around in a circle, and then the middle, and just like that. And we're going to do that to fill up the rest of the pan.
How far do they have to be apart?
More than that.
Oh dear.
It's okay.
Okay.
You want to make sure that they're about a quarter or 3/4 of an inch far apart. That way when they bake and they expand, they won't go into each other. Now that we have our cookie batter all put out on our tray, we're going to drop them. But just make sure we're doing this to get the air bubbles out. So just do what I do.
Oh, I see it working. Now that we've got the air bubbles out, we are going to let them sit for 30 to 40 minutes just to let them create a skin over top of them, and then we're going to put them in the oven.
Okay, so one of the things that we've been making are we haven't been making, but Nathan here has been making covered pretzels. Would you like to explain what you've been doing?
Yeah, so what I've been doing is I've been taking a pretzel rod here, just kind of dipping it sideways in here so we can cover more than half of it with chocolate. And just once it's nice and uniformly covered here, just let that drip off a bit. And I take one of my various sprinkles and toppings over here and just kind of throw that on there. And bam, you got yourself a pretzel rod right here. So,
very nice, very nice.
Yeah, we've been using coconut, Red Hots, special Christmas sprinkles.
Looking good. Good job.
On Baking in Log, we have Miranda Ricks from across the street. Miranda, tell us what you're doing over here.
Yes, thank you, Nathan. So over here, we have been working on making candy cane hearts. What we do is we take mini candy canes and unwrap them just like this, and we put 2 together in the shape of a heart. I have melted some white chocolate in a bowl, and I carefully remove the white chocolate from the bowl and pour it into the heart so it makes like a little mold for it. And then once I have completed filling the candy cane with chocolate, I have added some decorative sprinkles for looks and for tastes. And then we let these harden for a few hours, and then once they are hard, we have nice edible candy cane white chocolate treats.
So now we're going to make the filling for our macarons. The ingredients that you're going to need for this are going to be
6 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Then add a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then add 2 tablespoons of butter, and then finally 4 ounces of cream cheese.
Then we're just going to cream them together. Start low because your powdered sugar, you don't want it to fly out, and then once it starts getting mixed in, you can pick it up a bit. So now we're just going to bake our macarons at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. Alright, so now that our macarons have come out of the oven, and our filling has been made, we're going to start piping the filling onto one of the halves. Okay, you flip the cookies look like this. You're going to flip it upside down, and you just start a little bit in the center. Just draw a circle, go down, and then Nathan will put a top on.
Just trying to match the size up a little bit here since we have slight variation.
There we go. We're just going to continue till all of them are completed. So now once you have them assembled, you're going to take your icing. Just kind of going to go over it a little bit. Then with a spatula, as Nathan's doing, just going to spread it out a bit. And then we're going to take some sprinkles. Take a little bit in your hand. And then just throw them on. or you can just dump them onto the cookie. Well, that's it today, guys. We finished making our macarons. The pretzels are done, the candy canes are done, everything's finished. It looks great. Nathan had one of the macarons.
They're great. It's definitely worth it.
Good. This is my first time making macarons. I'm glad they turned out well. They are a very tricky cookie. Things have to be really good, really precise and perfect, but they turned out pretty good. So I'm glad about that. Miranda and Jael had to get out a little bit early, but that's all right. You know, they're tremendous help today. Miranda got all the candy canes. Sorry, I don't want to take that credit away from you. You did the pretzels, and then Jael helped me make the macarons. So thanks to you guys for coming and helping. Thank you for staying and helping.
No problem.
So now that these are done, we just got to package them up and get ready for FCA. Yep, it'll be fun. Got some goodie bags for you. Get to celebrate Christ one last time before we break for winter break. That's it. Hope everyone enjoyed this video today. I sure did. Don't forget to check out Baking L.O.G on Instagram, and leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, I'll see you next week, guys.